There's the best burger around, right there.
There it is.
Burgerland, Paris, Texas.
There it is.
None better.
Okay.
Good, we got that out of the way.
Exactly. Roger, when you think about police officers in general, what's the first thing that comes to mind, and how has that perception developed over the years?
First, I wouldn't want their job just because of how society is.
Yeah.
They're like, everybody's against them. To me, they've got I don't know how to answer this. They got a huge task ahead of them.
Yeah.
They took an oath, protect and serve, and no matter what, it's like they're always getting not kickback, but feedback or something negative. They're doing this, they're doing that.
Yeah.
They're just trying to do the job. Going back to that, reason why I say I wouldn't want their job is they're being scrutinized on every little detail.
Yeah.
And I mean, the public eye is on them. I wouldn't want that part of me.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it makes sense though when you think about it. Everything they're looked at.
any little mistake they make,
Mm-hmm.
they're being sued. The county's being sued. The city, whatever, is being sued over it.
Yeah.
Which everybody's going to make mistakes.
Growing up in the Panhandle and now living in Waxahachie, right? Have you noticed any differences in how police interact with communities in smaller Texas cities compared to what you see in the news about larger departments?
I just think the smaller towns, they're trying to interact with people more. Just that's their presence. They want to be, I guess, be in touch with people more.
Yeah.
More on the everybody's a name basis versus just a face. And I don't really hang around town much, and I don't hang around with them much. So I don't know how they are in the big cities. I know they do a lot with communities, different outreach programs or whatever, but I just think a smaller town, you're more on a personal level with people.
So, Roger, as someone who spent your career as an auto mechanic, professional, a profession built on problem solving and diagnostics, because you and I have talked about that, what parallels do you see between the skills needed in your profession and those needed in law enforcement?
And like for me, being a mechanic for over 30 years, I have to do what's right every time for the car, for the customer, everything. Be 100% right every time. Be fair with them on the pricing and whatever. And how I would look at that as translating into patrol is be out there, be there for the public. I mean, they're your customer. They're the one paying your salary.
Yeah.
Do what's right for them. That's what I've done all of my years. I don't believe in taking money that I didn't earn and you're getting paid with taxpayer funds. Step it up. Do what's right.
Yeah.
Every step of the way.
Because we were talking about that earlier.
Yep. Being an auto mechanic and being able to do what's right for the customer is be your absolute best. That's every day, every hour of the day.
Yeah.
And that means go through whatever training necessary. Do what's right, even when times are tough.
Yeah.
I think law enforcement has to do that. There's always a judgment call, but it's like the public, that's your customer. They're the one paying your salaries. Do what's right for them, no matter if there's any judgment calls or whatever. Do what's right. It's plain and simple. Sometimes
you can't ask for more.
Nope. Sometimes it's hard to do that. Like, oh, damn it, this might cost me a little more time, or that might create an issue. But do what's right for them. And that don't mean go break the rules or do something stupid, but.
Can you share a specific interaction you've had with a police officer that left a lasting impression on you, whether it was positive or negative? And I gotta hear this because you've given me a lot of stories in the past.
Problem is, I can't think of one right off the bat. I mean, there's always the good and bad. I mean, I've seen.
You've seen them driving fast when they shouldn't be.
Yeah, I know. Here's a perfect example. When I was the mechanic for the local sheriff, just transporting vehicles back and forth, asking for the help. Can you go pick me up or bring me back or whatever? Riding with them in their patrol vehicle. They're doing 20, 30 mile an hour over the speed limit. And I make a comment about it. And their exact words were, well, the public out there don't know we're not on a hot call. I do. You do. You're supposed to uphold the law. That doesn't give you the right to break it by speeding or running stop signs or anything else.
Yeah.
You took that oath. Stand by that. That means every day, all day.
Yeah.
Just because you can don't mean you should.
I mean, that makes sense.
But yeah, I've seen that over and over and over. And multiple ones speeding down, going up 35, 85, 90 mile an hour. Yeah, they don't know we're not on a hot call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's poor representation of what you stood for, what you signed up for.
If you were to think about it, what do you think is the single most important quality a police officer should possess to effectively serve the public?
Just have a caring personal side. That's, to me, the same with any profession. I don't care what you are. Connect with the people. I mean, it goes back to what I said before. They're paying your salary. They're your customer in one essence. I mean, like my customers. I cared about their well-being, their financials, everything.
Yeah.
I could have taken advantage of people financially over the years, but it's not me and it shouldn't be you. Treat everybody right.
And let's think back to this. You growing up, how do you think the role of police officers has changed from when you were a young man in the 70s and the 80s to today? And we talked about that too.
Everything's so scrutinized anymore. And I've said it before, I wouldn't want their job.
Yeah.
Back then, they were probably a little bit more relaxed and maybe want to have more interactions with the public. And maybe that's why some of them maybe take a different path, don't want to have an interaction with somebody unless they have to, unless they're on that call or whatever. That's the only way I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're judged on everything they do. They've got to have the cameras on at all the time for their own protection, which is ridiculous. But, so I see good and bad of that. But
yeah,
I mean, I remember getting in trouble when I was young. And sometimes it was just a conversation with them. They just tell you straight up how it is.
Did you appreciate that conversation or not?
I did.
Yeah.
I got stopped one night going out of Lubbock. I should have had a DUI. Highway patrol guy stopped me. And he says flat out, he said, I can take you in. I know you get a DUI. But he said, it's not worth your time. He said, just giving you a warning. He made sure the person I was with, he set them to drive, so we were well safe.
Wow.
But, I mean, he could have gave me a DUI, but he had that different side to him. And so
Okay.
I appreciate it and I respect him. And to this day, if I knew who he was, I'd send him a Christmas card every year.
Yeah. Roger, when you see negative news coverage about police misconduct, how does that affect your overall trust in law enforcement? And what do you think departments should do to rebuild or maintain that trust?
That's a bit of a tough one. I mean, it's like every walk of life, there's good and bad in every bit. You have one guy that gives 100% and another guy wants to take 100%.
Yeah.
But it's everything I do. I've been a mechanic all my life, so it all goes back to that. There's so many bad mechanics out there that gives the good ones a bad name. Same as in law enforcement. So being able to be approachable, I think changes a lot. That people know that you're open. You're there to help them.
That's a good analogy, though.
You're there to help them.
Yeah.
You know, it's every customer I've ever had. From the minute they walk into that door, I'm building trust in them. Letting them know that you can trust me. If there's any doubt, tell me what I can do to prove it.
How important do you think communication skills are for police officers? And have you witnessed situations where good or poor communication made all the difference?
That's 100% true, and attitude goes a long way in there too. The right words, the attitude is going to be make it or break it for a lot of people. You come across to somebody that sounds like they're caring, that's going to go a long way versus somebody that's just,
Yeah.
it changes it. I mean, if you're on the defense, I mean, that just blows it all out of proportion. So if you can stay calm, which I know they go through a lot of training for different scenarios,
Yeah.
as long as they can retain that, I've seen the videos everybody has where they take one law enforcement officer, whether he's highway patrol, sheriff, whatever, and he gets real cocky and belligerent or whatever. That just makes him look like trash, and it brings that whole department down.
Yeah.
So as long as he can be calm and respectable, which I've seen both, everybody watches the videos.
They do like them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see one bad one, your first thought is, well, he's not worth a damn, and he shouldn't be on that. But none of us know what he went through that led up to that. So
Yeah.
you just kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, because there's more than one side of the story.
And you're so right about that. There's multiple sides, at least more than one.
Yep.
What role do you believe life experience and maturity play in being an effective police officer?
The maturity of it?
Yes. And life experience.
I mean, it's just like you and I. You look what we've been through. When we were younger, we'd have been probably hot-headed or maybe jumped to conclusions or whatever. But when you've gone through it, you've seen different things. You can, number one, step back, even if it's for a few seconds, and think about it, and act rationally, speak rationally.
Yeah.
So I think that the maturity of it adds to a lot. But the problem is you get mature. I mean, like me, I'm kind of out of the mechanic part of it.
Uh-huh.
So there's that fine point where it's like, okay, you're doing real good, now you're out of it.
Yeah.
But talking with younger people, be like me, I still want to talk to people about working on cars and all that. So if I can share that wisdom, somebody can gain one little ounce of anything good out of it, then it's a positive. And I think that like you, just things you've told me has helped me a lot.
Yeah. Okay. If you had the opportunity, so we're going to equate this to you being an excellent instructor in an auto shop. If you had the opportunity to design a police training program, what's one thing you'd make absolutely certain every officer learns before they hit the streets?
That's what I tried to get done at the sheriff department. I was telling like the captains and all that, when you've got a new guy coming in, I don't care if he's a seasoned guy or a brand new guy. I want you to leave him with me at the shop for 2 days and let me train him how I want him to look at that vehicle, like before his shift, during the shift, after the shift, or whatever. There's some of them there that they've hung around me enough, they know what to expect. And some of the seasoned guys will tell the newbies, if he tells you something about your car, listen to that. And if you respect your vehicle, if you treat it right, it'll treat you right, and it'll bring you home.
Mm-hmm.
So that vehicle is your lifeline to get back home. Know that vehicle. Hang around, if you got the opportunity to hang around a good mechanic. Let him show you about like tire wear. There's a lot of people, they just look on the outside of the tire and think it's safe or whatever. Well, turn that tire and look at the inside tread.
Mm-hmm.
That may be bald as the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to certain noises or whatever. And I used to give people scenarios, but I would want, and I've tried to do this, I tried to set up a little course so every one of the deputies would have to go through there.
Yeah.
And I give them a short course. And it's like, I'm not teaching you how to be a mechanic. I'm teaching you how to be aware of certain things. So if something happens, you're at least going to come home. But they would never allow me to implement that. So if I had one thing that I could do or even help somebody in the future, I used to do that with my customers and their kids going off to college. It's like, spend a little time here. I want you to know this stuff. I'm not charging you for it, and you can gain a wealth of knowledge off of it.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, everybody should know at least the basics of the vehicle. and some the what ifs for the scenarios. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Patrol, that's your life. Maybe either make it or break it, whether you come home or not.
Yeah.
So why not know a little bit more about it?
What'd you think of the burger place?
Damn good.
What was it that you told the lady?
I told her it's this. She called it Sofa King. As SOFA-KING because it's so fucking good.
All right, Roger. Well, hey, we appreciate you adding to this conversation.
Yep.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
All right. So to Mr. Roger, we had a great time, didn't we? Man, those hamburgers. Anyway, Roger, thank you so much. And to the rest of you, I'll see you on the next one.